The ANC is currently briefing the media in Nazareth. Let's take you live there.
We will also do a report to the NEC on the preparations for national conference. We've got what we call the National Conference Preparatory Committee, which is chaired by myself. So we will present that report. We will then adjourn the meeting, come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's a Saturday. It's going to be a very challenging day because there are lots of activities in the vicinity, as you know. I think the Carling Cup tomorrow starting at 10 in the morning. So we've asked NEC members to come into the venue, try and come in by 8 o'clock. Because others, there will be a lot of traffic in the area, so that when the people come to the stadium, we must already be inside this venue. So that's Saturday. So what do we do on Saturday? We will start on Saturday with the report of the Electoral Committee. So we will start there, where the Electoral Committee will then indicate how are they managing the nominations. We will then present to the NEC the draft organizational report for national conference. As I've said before the report is presented to national conference, it must be adopted by the NEC. So that report will be presented tomorrow by the Deputy President. We're working together on that. Once the NEC has discussed and are satisfied with the report, it will then be adopted to ensure that we print the copies ready for national conference. After that, I will present to the NEC the financial report, which will then be discussed and also adopted. We will then bring in reports of subcommittees. The first subcommittee to report is the constitutional and legal affairs. They at the moment have been looking at what we call constitutional amendment. So Comrade Ronald Lamula will present that. What we're trying to do is to make sure that any amendments that branches want to do are finalized by the NEC and sent out by the 15th of November. And they are ready to do so. After lunch, we then bring the national elections team, the one led by Comrade Mbalula. They will then present matters that has to do with by-elections and various other elections that are taking place throughout the country, but also they will present the research. They have commissioned an independent company to do a research for us, so that research will be presented to the NEC. After that, we will then get a report from the legislature and governance. Basically, that has to do with the amendment bill that is in Parliament, Electoral Act Amendment Bill. As you know, it has gone through the National Assembly, it's now in the NCOP, so they need to report progress to the NEC. Then it will be the Renewal Commission, and then the subcommittee on communication will also present the communication strategy. The subcommittee had a workshop headed by Comrade Nkenke Kekana and Pule Mabe, so they will present that report. The amendment on the Electoral Act will be presented by Comrade Mutswaledi and Comrade Pumulo. The Renewal Commission will be presented by Comrade Togo Didiza. Then Comrade Jeff Hadebe will present the state capture Commission report. What we did as the NEC, once that report was presented by Justice Zondo, we decided that the best way for the NEC to respond is to set up a committee that will then look at that report and indicate what actions the NEC needs to take. It's led by Comrade Jeff. Already they've identified matters that may require immediate implementation by the ANC, those that require legislative amendments, etc. So they will present that report. And for tomorrow, the last item will be the Integrity Commission reports. That will be the last item for Saturday. The Integrity Commission reports have been handed to the SGO and will be presented by myself to the NEC. Then we adjourn for the evening, come back on Sunday. We appointed a small team to look at the cost of living, particularly rising cost of food and so on. They will present a report tomorrow on how the NEC should respond to this challenge in the country. The report will be presented by Comrade Gwen Ramokgopa. Then we have an issue of the Alliance Economic Summit that has been proposed. The Alliance Secretariat has met and proposed that there should be an Alliance Economic Summit. And in fact, they've also included the issue of energy. So it will be the Alliance Economic and Energy Summit that should take place first week of December. The dates are still being finalized. The report will be presented by Comrade Mamuluko Kubai. That should be all that we'll deal with this weekend, and the President will close the meeting. We're hoping that will be done by 5 o'clock on Sunday, and we will open that session when the President closes on Sunday, so that you because I'm sure you'll be itching to know what have we been discussing throughout without you being locked outside. But what we will do on Monday, myself and Comrade Pula will convene a press briefing where we take you into details about decisions of the NEC, because the President is not necessarily going to deal with those, but we think you should hear him. So we're opening up on Sunday, so you better be here on time when we close on Sunday. But on Monday, you will be with us again, probably at Luthuli House, where we'll take you through the decisions of the NEC. So that's really it for this weekend. And as you know, that this is a crucial NEC meeting because we're preparing for December. So a lot of the reports coming in this weekend are the reports that are going to go to the December conference. As I indicated, the conference will start on the 16th to the 20th. We are doing a gala dinner on the 15th, presidential gala dinner. And we are providing media with a lounge where you can work comfortably. You don't have to pay. we know you are struggling. So you know, Comrade Pule has come to me and said, please, these people are struggling. So I said, it's fine. We won't charge you. So and by the way, we're giving you a very comfortable working space with refreshments and everything. For us, the important thing is that please get the news out there. It doesn't help for us to sit within these walls, discuss, but people don't know what we're talking about. So we're relying on you. You'll always be our friends. So you will have, Comrade Pula will show you the facilities where you can work comfortably, and whenever you are allowed to come into the open session, you will be told to come in. I'm coming back to Nasrec on the 14th of December to see the final setup of the conference, and you are invited once more to join me. Thank you very much. I think that's it.
Yeah. No. Let's wait a bit with questions, because this is how we're going to roll. So today the TG is not going to be going into questions, because the TG is going to talk to yourselves on Monday. He has presented the agenda. So discussions are ongoing. The TG can't preempt where those discussions will end. So TG, I know you are generous, but I thought maybe today, maybe ufamba, hitabuya Monday, yendang carnival. Thank you very much, members of the media.
I can sign com.
No, thanks. No, it's fine. No, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's going to Monday. We come back. Just put them down.
All right, we come out of that ANC NEC media briefing where Paul Mashatile has made it clear that the ANC will not expect payment from media houses to be able to cover the ANC elective conference come December.